Hi, everybody. Welcome. I'm just going to test my volume real quick.
I'm just going to
Okay.
test my volume.
That I hate to hear sound of my own voice. So I know there may be one person here, but for all those who are coming, um, I just say welcome. And I do ask that everyone have patience, understand that, on my end of it, I'm receiving like a lot of comments and I do try my very best. I can't guarantee anything. Um, as in, like, will I catch your comment or what have you? Okay. Anyways, hi, Christine. Hi. I know I'm going to say your name wrong again. I want to say Nazar, but I know that's not it. Nazir, right? Hi, Emma. That's right. Happy New Year's. Hi, Jane. Planet Claire. Hi. Welcome. Welcome, everyone. Hi from Sweden. Hi. Okay, good. Good. Hi, Chili Mama. Linda, I know. I think you told me that before, but I like calling you. Is it okay if I call you Chili Mama? I mean, I can call you Linda. Hi, Christina. You're trying to learn Tarot in Scotland. You're welcome. Hi, HM. Hmm. Um, I'm just looking at the number 21. 21 reminds me of 3, joy. Look at that, 777, Jamie. Um, okay. Hi, Laura Lee. Jamie, I will answer your question. What's coming to me in 2024 with your employer? With your employer. I don't know why. I'm going to bring the lid down. Okay, 2024. We'll ask about your employer, but I feel like ultimately what's coming toward you. I'm going to try to make them a little bit shorter this time. I say that every single time, but I am one of those type of readers. I feel like you either just read the surface or you go deep, and I'm one of those who go deeper. I think it's just who I am, though. All right, 5 of Swords. Something's going on. Queen of Cups. So definitely something's going on. The world. Interesting. It tells me that maybe in this moment you might have like this toxic type energy around you. I don't feel like it's coming from you. I feel like it's around you. It's almost like behind you. Because I think this is you looking at the world like in the fool's perspective. And I feel like the fool would like think adventure. So, I don't, I do not think that's you in the 5 of Swords. I feel like that is outside of you. It may cause you to make a change. All right. We have, look at that, Seven of Swords. Says there is some type of energy. Holy crap. The Magician right under you. The Six of Pentacles right under the World. And then the Sun. Beautiful. So, first of all, what's ever done in the dark will come to the light. So, who's ever in this dark energy over here, and I don't feel it's you, I feel like it's going to come to the light. I feel like you, um, you know, concentrate on you, because I feel like there's a new chapter opening up for you. And again, it's in the energy of the sun. So that looks very good. And through the Six of Pentacles, so money wise, looks very good. Like I have more than I need, and therefore I give. All right, I'm going to let that be. So, all right. Wow. Where'd you all come from? So I am going to try my best to get as many people as I can. All I want to say is, just know that I'm human. I don't know. Okay. All right. So Skyleaf. Sky. I'm just going to say Skyleaf. I'm going to stay with the Tarot Dreams. I'm going to give it a couple shuffles though. And any messages you need to hear. Again, guys, I'm going to try my best to get to as many people as I can. I don't know why I'm feeling like pressure. Happy New Year. I feel like it's going to be a completely different year. All right. So what message do you need to hear? You have the Star. First of all, it's called Aquarius. It's about your hopes, your dreams, your wishes. It's about manifesting them. Aquarius can be a very deep thinker. The Palace of Cups. I mean, why can't I have the Palace? So it feels like you are either entering a chapter where you are starting to manifest. It must be something of an emotional nature, but it felt like a feel-good type of emotion. Look at that, the Four of Wands, commitment, marriage, love. That's a lot of love right there. The Queen of Cups, almost like the Queen is saying, but I'm ready for it. Like, give it to me. I'm ready for it. So, 2024, holy cow. It looks like potentially there's a commitment to be had. And in this commitment, maybe marriage. What you want to remember in the Four of Wands, at least the way I feel it, is like everybody in that energy really wants to be in that energy. Interesting. We don't have the Ten of Cups. We have the Palace of Cups. So I guess I would say, if you are manifesting that, if that is coming about, think about one's own energy, because wherever my, if I want great love, then I've got to be prepared to give great love type of energy. Anyway, holy cow. I would say 2024 is bringing you some type of, let's just say, an emotional commitment that should be of the ultimate. And let's leave it there. Now, it looks like love, but let's say it's not love, but it looks like love. Then it's speaking of maybe a dream like really coming true. Don't think you can't manifest that. Now I went to commercial. Dang it! And then y'all disappeared. Hang on. Okay, sorry. I had to leave the room and come back. Holy cow. All right, Nazir. You've been here forever. Forever. We've only just begun. We've only just begun. Anybody remember who sang that song? We've only just begun. Julian. I'm going to try to sing it. Any messages? Maybe that is a message for you. By the way, it was Karen Carpenter of the Carpenters. And I'm only saying that because maybe Nazar, maybe you're meant to look that song up. It's an old song. All right. Nazir, not Nazar. Palace of Cups. Got that. It's like you guys aren't messing around today. Like the Ten of Cups, the House of Harmony, that's nice. That's good. But for me, with the Seven of Pentacles, maybe calling for patience for something. I feel like patience, yes. But trust and faith also, yes. Like, can something come to fruition? I feel like yes. The answer is yes. But do I want it before it's time? The answer is probably yes, but I probably shouldn't. You know what I mean? With the Three of Pentacles. And then we have, look at this, the Queen of Pentacles. Interesting. All these pentacles with this one, well, not just one cup card, but the Palace of Cups. And the Queen over here, the Queen of Pentacles. So can be Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. She's looking right over to Three of Pentacles. Like she's looking, what's the Queen's specialty? It's really reading the details that other people miss. It's not a unique quality. It's unique, like she's got her own unique skills. So it's like, I feel like it's probably you looking back at this Three of Pentacles. There may be something that you want to do. And again, it may be just be calling for patience. But I'm going to go right below that. I often feel this Queen as like a business owner a manager. Great for someone who, like, a psychic, someone who, an attorney, catches those details that other people tend to just miss. Like the King of Pentacles looks at the big picture down, but the Queen of Pentacles is looking like, oh, I see that detail. Maybe that's not a great thing all the time. You know what I mean? Maybe I can become overcritical because of that. We have the moon card of Pisces, ruler of Cancer. We just had the full moon in Cancer. My stupid phone is on ad again. Every time it does that, it takes away, like, I have to go searching for your donations and everything. All right, anyway, we have the Devil, card of Capricorn. We have the Two of Wands. And then we have the Nine of Wands. So I feel like there is like, almost like this. I forget what your question even was, to be honest. But I feel like what's going on here is there is this, it's almost like I'm learning who I am. I'm learning, I'm becoming who I am through my experiences, because of my experiences. And now maybe you're taking them and using them, because I feel like the Queen is definitely like absorbing. And also, I feel like the one who has gone through that. I feel like at one time I may have felt trapped, but I do feel like it was illusionary. It could have been like shadows were being cast. But then the Two of Wands opens up, and that is like, I feel like there's always a way out. Right here, I feel like sometimes we feel like we're stuck in a cage, but yet the door is wide open. We just need to look up or stand up or open our eyes, and then it's like, boom, the path would be revealed. It almost feels like a natural cycle here, like, like you're going through a natural cycle. And I feel like, or you have, and I feel like I definitely don't want to look back at anything and be like, like woe is me or anything, because each and everything I feel like taught you has become your wisdom. And I feel like as you become wiser, I feel like, I don't know, I get this feeling of like you becoming the master, and I don't know what that means. It could just mean the master of your own domain type of energy. Could be great energy of working from home, I have to say that. I feel like this is also saying don't let anybody tell you can't do something, especially in the year 8. If you want to create, this is a year to do it. This is the year to do it. So I feel like just bring it to the table. Okay. There I go. I said I'm going to read fast. And then I feel like I read slower. All right, let's put the tarot dreams away. And time to bring out the psychic tarot. All right. Sorry, I'm just reading. I should have put this out so you can see what I'm doing. I'm actually just reading. Um, I just want to say hi to anyone that I'm missing. I see you. I do go back and I do go through the comments from replay, and because I do want to improve. So, could be, Jamie. Um, S Yoga. Talk about family systems in 2024. Will communication with difficult people improve? What is stated for immediate family members that will help or hinder our relationship, our health, and well being overall? Aquarius Sun. All right, I don't know why I can't seem to absorb your question. Family system in 2024. Will communication with difficult people improve? What is stated for immediate family members that will help or hinder our relationship? Um, I feel like because I don't 100%, for some reason, don't 100% understand your question. I don't know why. I am leaving it open. It doesn't matter if I understand it. And I am using the Psychic Tarot as yoga, by the way. All right. Gonna shuffle. Look at these two cards. It's like, do they want to come out? I feel like if they want to come out, well, they'll come out. All right. We have the moon. Shadow. It's called in the Psychic Tarot. I like the image. I don't know if you can see it or not, S Yoga, but I like the image. My screen just went dark, I noticed. Anyway, it's like someone, from their light side looking at their dark side, which we all have, right? We all have it. And I feel like it's you, like looking at your dark, it's almost like you're coming in existence with it, if that makes sense. Feels very good. Feels very good. It feels like what do I want to say? It's like you shook hands. Like you shook hands. I don't know what that means. You have the Emperor. He's called authority in this figure, in this deck. The number 4. He's a seed planter, and it's interesting because I don't know why I just saw the 8, but I just saw an 8. Though he's a 4. It's interesting because maybe I'm meant to see that. Maybe it's because you are planting something. Just what I was going to say about the Emperor, but I feel like it's almost of a spiritual nature, but it's from your seed that it grows. It's like you're planting the seed, and and it grows. I don't know how to say it. It's almost like I don't have to do anything. It's all energy anyway. Hmm. Look at that, the Ace of Swords. Your truth. This ace is leaning towards you. Maybe your voice. We have the memories of love, Six of Cups. We have the Seven of Swords, under the shadow. I'm sure that does live within your dark side. It's the energy of deception and envy. And, we've all been there. We've all dealt with it, or, we were the giver of it, one or the other. But I feel like, that lives within our dark side. But I feel like this is you. Again, I feel like you're coming to balance. Not necessarily with a person, but with the energy within yourself. Okay. Discontentment and boredom. 2 4s, 44. Financial and material changes under this Ace of Swords. And then hello, foundation and achievements. And I'm saying hello because I feel like it's the opposite of this energy. This is where your foundation is standing strong. I feel like you're coming to this realization this year. And I mean 2024, year 8. And I feel like just as it was meant to be, you're coming to this realization. And I feel like it feels like it's like your seed, and you're planting the seed, and it can really grow, and it all feels meant to be. And I feel like there's been no waste of time. Even if I think there has been, there hasn't been. I feel like I can also choose to live the other way. I can choose to live a life that, where I'm not planting seeds. It's up to me. And I feel like if I choose that path, I'm choosing it because I'm allowing someone else's energy to kind of decide what you're going to do with your life. Because in the Four of Cups, I feel like you're not planting seeds. You're not going to have harvest in the fall. How could you? So that would be the only reason, I feel. But I feel like if you do what I feel is meant to really happen, you take that seed and you allow it to grow. And maybe it's just through your intention, and maybe even your voice, and it may be coming from like where you live. I feel like that's going to make these really unexpected changes for you. And I feel like these changes are all really good. Like, I feel like, if I'm doing something and this is business related, then I'm going to see the fruits of my labor very quickly. If this is love related, it's the same thing. I feel like when I shake hands with my dark side, what it doesn't mean I'm choosing. Like, let's say it's this person down here. Doesn't mean I'm choosing them. It just means I myself. This is me. I'm shaking hands with my dark side. That's where you live. It doesn't mean I'm choosing to live within you. I'm not. Because I'm going to take this seed and I'm just going to watch it grow. And I feel like that's all I can tell you. Wow. Again, for some of you, I feel like your readings are always deep. Oh, I'm an ad. What am I doing in an ad? So I know that didn't answer your question, so to speak, but man, it was telling you something. Laura Lee, you want a general last, by the way, guys, I just realized this will be the last live reading but I doubt, unless I do tomorrow, but I doubt it because Steelers, that's why I have my shirt on, Steelers. They're playing tomorrow, even though I don't think we're going to make the playoffs. I'm still going to watch a game, you know what I mean? And I know that I am. And the game day becomes game day, like all day. We're watching games and cooking or what have you. Okay. Laura Lee. Laura Lee. Laura Lee. Yeah, it's funny because my son who has crossed over, Stephen. Hi, Diane. I know you're here. I just know you're here. Anyway, he dated this one girl, Jessie, and her middle name was Lee, but she would say no, it's Lay. It's Jessie Lay, not Jessica, Jessie. And I'd be like, but it's not spelled that way. And I remember she'd be like so demanding that's how I said that's how anyone who said her name would say her name. So that's what we said. But I think Laura Lee, I can't think of Laura Lee. Laura Lee, Laura Lee, Laura Lee. All of a sudden I feel like I'm in the Alps. Laura Lee, Laura Lee, Laura Lee. All right. You want there you got a card. A general. Last time general guidance was extraordinary special. Oh, that's good. Biggest heartfelt guidance or gratitude. Oh, thank you, Laura Lee. I'm glad. You should look at what you got. You have the Seven of Pentacles. In this deck, it is called Patience and Planning. Patience and Planning. 2023 was meant to be a slow year. And, for different reasons. Funny because it was a universal year 7. And there you have 7. So, I would say that I feel right off the bat like, there might be something that you're cultivating that you may have started in 2023, like, like an idea that for some reason I feel like, like it wasn't ready to come to the world. Something wasn't ready to come to the world. It wasn't the right time. Let me keep going. Look at this. 8. So you have a 7 and then the 8. Positive moves forward, which it is. 7 to the 8. Progression, right? 7 to the 8. Positive movement forward. This person's heading towards the sun. And, she is sailing this boat. And she's setting off on new adventures. And it's almost like I couldn't do it then, but maybe I can do it now. It's so interesting. Also, all of a sudden, I'm realizing this is 2023, this is 2024. So it's like 2024 has you in this sailboat, like you're heading towards the sun, you're sailing towards the sun. And even though I feel like, you're in this boat, you're in a small sailboat, but it doesn't matter. I feel like whatever you were doing, right? Whatever, it's almost like you're carrying these scrolls with you. Hmm. All right, that'd be wild if you got the Nine of Pentacles next. Whoa. How about the Nine of Cups? How about the Nine of Cups? So we'll take that. Inner harmony. Inner harmony, first and foremost. And 7, 8, 9. I mean, hello, we just keep it in progression. It's almost like I don't want to pick the rest of the cards up. You know what I mean? I'm going to, but I don't want to. However, at the same time, this is fulfillment of wishes in the Psychic Tarot. So it's like as you start to move forward, I feel like 2024, God, I forgot your question again. Um, but I feel like it doesn't matter because this is what your guys probably want you to hear. I feel like as you start moving forward, like as you start heading towards the sun, that's what you're going to head towards this year. And to me, the sun represents, like freedom. It represents, freedom to do what you want. Like, all of a sudden I feel like sassy, I don't know. But I feel like it didn't come easy. Like I had to put in the work, I had to put in the time, I had to make the plan, right? But I feel like there was no wasted time. Even if I feel like I wasted it, I feel like there wasn't wasted time. So I feel like something is coming your way or you're heading towards some type of fulfillment. So, funny. 7 of Cups, choose wisely. Kind of funny because it's kind of putting the ball in your court. Almost like there's more than one thing coming and you're going to have to decide. All right, well, I don't like that. The Ace of Swords. So we want to say no to that. That's a self-created prison. That's where I decided not to move out of this energy of patience, of, holding still, staying in place. And this is where, like this is self-created prison. This is where I don't want to face something. This is the opposite of that. The Empress. Beautiful. I feel like this is saying this is what you want to remember who you are, because the Empress is coming between these two eights. So you are the Empress. You got to remember that about yourself. Look at that. We have discontentment and boredom within your life. How funny. Again, it's like, do I want to live this life or do I want to live this life? Here I am as the Empress. I get to choose. This may be a lesson, yes, but is it like a lesson that I need to learn, that I've already learned? So maybe I just got to trust myself and go ahead and give birth to whatever it is that's within me. You know what I mean? Like allow something to be, allow you to be, and like move towards that sun, because I feel like this is not a time for you to sit back and do nothing. Like I don't feel like you have the luxury of the 4 cups, which is just discontentment and boredom in one's life versus the 9 of cups. Both these people, I feel like they're alone, but I'm alone in love and life up here. Down here, I'm alone in hate and life. Why? Because I'm allowing myself to stay trapped or to think that I'm trapped. It's an illusion. In the 4 cups, the real lesson here is about spiritual discernment. This is about someone who's receiving a cup and, receiving this cup they want to use the spiritual discernment as they choose wisely up here. I don't like these two energies together because I don't trust them to make the right decision. I feel like I feel like I just want to grab a card. I want to go this way. There you are. I feel you. Hello, Chariot. Hello, Chariot. How interesting that the Chariot, the seven, is mirrored by another seven. Yeah, the Chariot is like the sky's the limit. No, I don't even want to say the sky's the limit because there really is no limit here. It's unlimited potential. Like, how far can I take this? As far as you want to, my dear. I feel like you've got to allow yourself to accept some of these gifts that I feel like the universe wants to give you. And I feel like without excuse, like, don't fear what other people are going to think, what other people are going to do, anything. I feel like this is about you and who you've become as a woman, and like the power that you hold, and I feel, like you're someone who may be so empathetic that you may put other people before yourself. But I feel like this year it's about you. And this year it's about you and you multiplying. Multiplying. It's about you and some type of dream coming true and you allowing it. You allowing it. And then, I feel like asking, well, where's our final destination is like saying, I don't even want to know about the journey. Well, the journey is what it's all about. That's where the fun's at. That's where the adventure is at. That's where the first I love you is at. That's where the first kisses. That's where the first attaboy, all that. That's where it all lies in the journey. So we don't want to miss that, and it's funny because we're leaving the year of the Chariot. So I think I'm going to leave that there. Wow. I feel like your readings tonight. Oh, you got another card over here. Dun, 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 dun. Emotional withdrawal. The Eight of Cups. Eight of Cups. Eight of Cups can certainly talk about a period of time where you were looking within your emotional house. You were looking for emotional clarity. But, I often feel this person sitting at the water's edge. I feel like as the tide goes out, they're letting their worry go out with it. They're letting their sorrows, their anger, their, regret, they're letting it all go out with the tide. And they're letting the new, come in. This person is like, humbly sitting at this coastline, like, in gratitude. I don't know. So, anyway, that was for you. Laura. Okay. HM. It's funny, you're online. H little m. Big H little m. What's the outcome for me and my Aries? I wonder who has the H and who has the M, if that's what it stands for. I always wonder why people pick the names they pick. All right. What's the outcome for you and your Aries? HM. HM. I feel like I want to stick with Psyche Trap. And I'm going to give it a couple good shuffles. Death card and the Magician. One door closes. And then maybe someone has like And destiny, look at that, the wheel. I'm not taking them. Is swords, self-created prison. Could that all be? But my mind won't let it be. HM. It's funny, my boyfriend Sam, he's like, "You're not gonna be like 4 hours like you were last time, were you? Are you?" And I said, "No." Um, I'm like, I may be an hour, maybe two, and I just have a feeling I'm going to be here longer. But yeah, it's the new year. All right, you have the universe. There's a 21. There's that 3. A 2 and a 1 equals 3. Joy. Creativity. I guess really all is possible. I feel like when the universe shows up, the world, I feel it's a very spiritual time in your life. But I feel like it's a time in your life where like you're understanding how important your spirituality is within this human lifetime. It's what guides you. And I feel like in this energy, I know that now. Now I know that. And life does look different once you know that. So for you, I feel like I like that. Now, I know you're asking, what about you in Aries? So let's keep going. Financial, material changes, prosperity begins, some type of change, some type of change. And then, hello, 8. There's your 8 coming with power. Power. Leo. What did you say? Me and my Aries. Well, there's a lot of fire on the board. It's funny because there's two people. If you look at this ace, there's two people's hands on the soil around the ace. Like two people. Dang, 8 of Swords made his way out. Self-created prison. Why? There's another 8. Why? Ace of Swords. Honesty, with oneself and others. Honesty back. Someone may have had overcome something within, and they may have been the only one who could have overcome this. Like it's it's their thing that they have to overcome, um not the other person's thing. Even maybe the other person wants to overcome it for them. I don't feel like it's possible. I don't feel like the 8 of Swords is any way of dealing with anything, because it's really, it's not when I'm not facing the things I need to face. And I feel like, why do I not want to face this? I'm going to take just a couple more. We can't make other people do what we want them to do all the time, most of the time, right? Everybody's got free will, including us. Everybody. Okay, another 8, emotional withdrawal. Um, I feel like this is saying maybe. like, I don't know, maybe there's some type of communication between you and Aries here. I feel like in the Ace of Pentacles, let's again say that's a seed. And both people, they're showing me that two people are nurturing that seed. Two people. And it takes two people. Though I do feel like these eights, three eights tied together here, almost tied together, 88's tied together. I do feel like it talks about one of you, um, had to overcome. It's like, listen, I feel like and I feel like because the universe is the first card, maybe that's exactly what's happening. Maybe that's what's happened. Maybe that's what someone is proclaiming, and maybe it's the truth. Maybe I've been praying about it, and maybe I'm having an answered prayer here. Maybe. But I feel like, again, there's not much I can do outside of that. But though the universe tells me there is change. So I have a feeling that someone has overcome. I feel like they have. And I feel like you're hearing something. You're hearing some type of news. Almost like even like Three of Swords. It tells me it hasn't been easy. It tells me what you've been through. Funny, I said 21 over here. 3, energy of joy, right? Well, now we have the opposite energy. And that makes sense with these two eights. But here you're kind of letting it go, letting it be. You're having more understanding over here. Over here is like, I'm creating a prison around me. So that's kind of what it stems from, which I kind of felt anyway. Um, if nothing else, I think there's going to be a conversation. I feel it is going to be of truth, and I feel like, you know, I can go same kind of thing. I can go one of two ways, and I feel like that is left up to me, or the other way around. Maybe it's Aries waiting for you type of energy. Okay, I'm gonna let that be. I'm gonna let that be. Emma. No pressure. Thank you. If you can't get to me, I'm trying to decide if I should stay with my boyfriend of 2 years. We had a rough holiday and I'm having second thoughts. Mary Chapman Carpenter. She was born on your birthday. That's so wild. Maybe that song is for you. Oh my god, is that one of her songs? Maybe the song is about you. No, that's You're So Vain. That's somebody else. That is wild. 444. Okay, why would you do your reading now? Okay. I think it's time to change. And I think I'm going to bring out the Universal Tarot and Emma. Emma. She's trying to decide whether she's to stay with her boyfriend of 2 years. And they had a rough holiday. She's having second thoughts now. Okay, I feel like we have two different opinions here. All right, we have the King Cups. I don't think you told me what sign, though I really don't want to know. And then we have the World. We have 7 of Pentacles. And then we have the 5 of Swords. Yeah, it's funny because I feel like these are 2 different perspectives. Stupid and yeah, it sucks because I lose all your chats and then I have to go back. Emma. Where's Emma? Okay. Emma. All right. So, should you stay with your boyfriend in 2 years? You had a rough holiday and you're having second thoughts. So, I'm kind of feeling like this is 2 different ways I can go here. And I feel like your boyfriend has a lot to do with it because because I feel like this king over here, and again, I don't care what his sign is, but I feel like it's somebody who's humbled, maybe humbled by what they have done, and I don't know what he's done. But then we do have the world, so I feel like this is where I am biting him into the next chapter. But it's funny because over here, I feel like I have the 7 of Pentacles, almost like where I'm looking at him and I'm saying, I thought it was gonna be you and me, but yet I feel like something happened, within the 5 of Swords, something of a toxic nature, and I feel like it put a dark cloud over what was your otherwise sunny perspective, I guess. So I feel like over here, this issue with your second thoughts, this is you saying no, but over here. So I feel like, okay, well, let's go underneath both. I feel like a lot of this depends on him, but yet it depends on you too. Whoa. Okay, I'm not going to take all them, even though they came face up. That's just way too many. Oh, there's 2. We have the Death card. We have the 2 of Swords. It's funny. It's not funny. But I feel like over here, it's, this isn't funny. But it's kind of funny because I feel like over here, I feel like this king is realizing that you are thinking of maybe ending something. And maybe something happened and something must have happened. Because I feel like because of that, I feel like, it's like he fears that you are going to shut the door. Look at that, lovers. I thought we were lovers. I thought we were forever. Head over heart decision. Should I follow my head or should I follow my heart? Queen of Pentacles, well, she'd probably follow her head, but it doesn't always make her right. They also can share Mercury. Let's connect these 2. We have Judgment, present moment, rebirth. We have the Chariot, beautiful. We have Hello Knight of Pentacles. We have Hello Knight of Cups, wow. And we have the Four of Pentacles. So you have very two special nights following the Chariot. How interesting. If this is a personal reading, I feel like I go on and on and on, but I cannot. All these knights are coming over on this direction, by the way. They're all coming from over here over to here. They're like being sent. So it's almost like this king sending these knights. So I feel like something happened. And I feel like, one or two things, to make a long story short, I feel like one or two things are going to happen. I feel like there's going to be forgiveness, or there's going to be some type of change. I feel like, because in a way, I feel like this king is special. It doesn't mean you have to be, right? I'm saying to the king doesn't mean that, doesn't mean that there aren't others. And I know that. But yet your spiritual team is saying, in a way, like I kind of get the feeling that if let's just say both people are grounded, then I think you're very, very good together. And then I also feel I don't know, I feel a sense of being humbled within your boyfriend's energy. And I feel a sense of you. I feel like ultimately you have to make the decision. All right, I'm going to get a drink. It's funny, I was watching, I should stop saying this because they probably come to my channels. But I was, this is one day, I told you guys before when I was like just checking out a couple other people's, I just went on YouTube and I just put in like live tarot. And whoever came up, this is the room I went into, and I was just trying to listen, sit back, and trying to get it from your perspective. I'm going to keep this out. Well, I forget what I was going to say. It's probably a good thing because I was about to not really put somebody down, but disagree with somebody's style, which really to each their own. Anyway, Emma, I hope that helps. Whoa. Big bang. Nazir, patience is not one of your virtues. Magdalena Dixon. I know I missed you before. What to expect in the next 3 months? Career, love, living situation. We'll see whatever wants to come up. What to expect in the next 3 months? Career, love, living. Who knows? Because I feel like one may change it all. You know what I mean? Like if it's about, let's just leave it there. But one may change all of it. All right, the next 3 months. Magdalena, I think I'm saying it correctly, Dixon. And we're using the Universal Tarot. I just ordered a new deck, guys. It's supposed to be about love. So we'll see. All right, next 3 months. Career, love, living situation. Interesting the order that you put them in. Four of Cups. To me, that tells me that you want some type of change. You're looking for some type of change. And I feel like it's telling you that some type of change is coming your way. But again, we want to remember the Four of Cups. It talks about using our spiritual discernment when we decide whether to accept the cup or not. But I do feel like you're looking for change. You're looking for something. We have the Five of Wands, 4, 5, Queen of Cups, Ace of Cups. Interesting. And then the Star. I don't think right this moment you're living the life that you thought that you'd be living. I do feel like you feel that there is a better life out there. I do feel that. And you may just be correct. Oh, that's a lot. We'll take them, but that's a lot. We have the Tower. So some type of change because it's coming under a 5. And I feel like, this is something that I do not want to be in denial over because, like in the Four of Cups, sometimes I can get lost in that energy. In the Five of Cups, it can talk about other people's drama and not to get pulled into it. But the Tower means some type of disruption. Maybe it has to be. Maybe it has to be that way. Maybe what you want doesn't exist where you are or where you were. Maybe exist there. We have the Emperor under the Queen. Here's the Aries, 3 of Swords under the Ace of Swords. That makes sense. I'm doing this kind of quick. 9 of Wands with Temperance, divine timing. The good news about that is even though there is a Tower here, so I do feel like there is some type of change, but listen, honestly, truth be told, it feels kind of like a monkey on your back anyway. And though, sometimes change is difficult and hurts, but sometimes it's needed. And sometimes parts of us, our dreams, our wishes can't come to fruition, to reality when we're living in in a Four of Cups. I'm not doing a lot about anything. I am not planting any seeds. I'm really not doing anything. And if I have Wands, I'm just spending time arguing. Put it together, it's about reflection, right? And the same down here. 6 of Pentacles, 3 of Cups, Knight of Swords, 6 of Swords, the Fool. Okay, so there is something new that is beginning for you. I just feel like whatever feels like a monkey now, it does kind of feel like love, to be honest. Yet at the same time, I feel like you already know this. Like, I kind of feel like you must feel it. You must feel it. And maybe it's already happened. Maybe that's why you're entering this next cycle. Like, but the full, free and clear. Here's the Ace of Cups, and here's your hopes, your dreams, your wishes. And if I want them to come to reality, again, divine timing, right? Divine timing. Like, can't come within the Five of Wands. It just can't, right? It can't be. So it may even speak of love. Like, again, it's almost like I expect something of a higher nature than I myself, It's like, yeah, it's almost like you're starting a new adventure there. Um, that's what it feels like is the main thing. And I also feel like there's it's 33. I see that a lot. I feel like let's remember in the lows of 2024, there's lessons within them. And the sooner we learn the lesson, we understand, like, we know our part, maybe the sooner we start to go back to the high and keep that in mind. Because I feel like ultimately this is unconditional love that's washing down upon this. But this is life, the towers, right? And sometimes the towers happen because maybe, we need a little push. We need a little push to truly live out maybe a real dream, right? Not a half baked life or a half baked relationship or that type of thing. Um, that feels like the main message for you. All right. I think I'm going to change them. I'm going to bring out the Luminous Tarot. And I'm just looking back for a second. Like I'm missing everything. Um, here. I have changed decks. I'm doing the Luminous Tarot. Oh, I know what I was going to say about the other person. Um, Actually, it was two people where they took a break, and I thought I understand why you need a break, but like literally, I thought, well, what are you gonna do? I don't know. Like I didn't sit around and wait. I left. That's why I asked you guys not to get mad at me if I can't get to a reading. All right. Love and money. Love and money. Well, how's the Ten of Pentacles? How's that? The House of Abundance. Look at that. Oh my God. The Tower. Okay. The Ace of Pentacles, man, looks like a change, doesn't it? Seven of Wands. Almost like something you fought for. The Magician, Manifester. The Eight of Cups. The Moon. And then Judgment. I feel like this is saying a couple different things for you, GR. I think, first of all, try not to pull anything of the past with you into the present or the future. Because this is a lot, like 2024. 2024 needs you, right? It needs your attention, not 2023. Like, what is over is over. Because I feel like, whatever towers there were, and I do feel like you went through a period of time where, like, you had the Ten of Pentacles and bam, the tower, right? It's disruption. It's, destruction. It's, whatever it may be. But then immediately there's the Ace of Pentacles. So it's like rebuilding, recreating. Um, and I almost feel like I shouldn't even put a whole lot of limits upon like what and where, because I feel like, again, it's like it almost has to come from you. It comes from your experiences. So I feel like you're presenting something. But again, it's coming from what is lost. And again, I feel like it's already happened. And then what remains from it and what you do with that. Does that make sense? And then the Magician, the manifester. So can I manifest this Ten of Pentacles back? You better believe I can. And then Judgment on the other side of that, the present moment, a rebirth. So I feel like it's almost like setting you on a new adventure. Here's the Eight. Where's the final destination? Again, it feels like the unknown. The unknown, but can I recoup anything that I've lost? I feel like this is the year. Okay, I'm gonna let that be. I'm sorry, guys. Every time my phone goes to an ad, it just goes crazy again. Ugh. I'm just reading. Moon Goddess. Moon Goddess. All of a sudden, my nails got really itchy. Isn't that a sign of money? All right, Moon Goddess, I'd like to know about my financial and love situation. Everything feels really stuck, even though I feel it will change soon. All right, Moon Goddess. Moon goes, moon goes. And then a song by Barry Manilow. Is it Barry Manilow? There we go, another stupid ad. All right, I just wanted to get back. Financial and love situation. Feeling really stuck. But you are feeling change. It's interesting. I just saw the full on the bottom of the deck. It's like change. Somebody say change. Ready. Well, first of all, Six of Swords, Ace of Cups, Nine of Swords, the Devil, Six of Cups. Interesting, two sixes. It's interesting because, I don't know if this is talking about current energy or or energy that was, but I feel like somewhere along the road, somewhere along the way, you met someone, and I feel like I feel like I felt like there's just been like this dark influence, and almost like I feel like now I don't know why I'm feeling this. I feel like I can't have a good love life. And why am I feeling that way? Because I feel like your guides are saying we need you to think the other way. Like maybe there is energy that isn't great, but is there energy that's good? Is there pleasant energy? Can I think that way? Because I feel like in the Nine of Swords, it is choice. It's unnecessary worry. It's overthinking. But it is based on something, right? It is based in love. I mean, hello, not Ace of Cups right behind it. The Devil right in front of it. And by the way, again, this is the perfect energy of facing one's demons. And sometimes our own demons are our thoughts. We tell ourselves, that everybody moving forward will be like that person. But maybe that's just not the case. Okay. I'm seeing this too much, guys. Here's the Eight of Swords again. Self-created prison. I'll probably only be around for another about a half an hour. So I'd probably say don't donate anymore unless it is strictly a donation. Um, please, because I don't know. Ace of Pentacles, look at that. And then the Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups. So I feel like it's interesting because I feel it's more you, maybe even in your thought system of like, I don't know why, but I feel like, again, I feel like maybe I'm being influenced, um, but I mean of a negative way. And again, maybe it's my own thoughts again. It's interesting. This Ace of Pentacles is right there, but it's met by these swords. And then the Ace of Cups is right there, and it's also met by these swords. It almost feels like 2028 for the majority of us is going to be a either or type of year. Like either we do this or we do that. Either we stay stuck or we become free. Whatever that may mean. Like, and I feel like what it really means is being really honest with oneself. What do I really want? If I think that I'm not worth something, why? Has everybody treated me like shit, or has one person treated me like shit? And therefore, I base all relationships on that. Same with money. I feel like these may be two blocks that you have that you may just want to look at. It's interesting. Like, how do you look at them? Well, you talk it out, you think about it. Like, all right, so unfortunately, so couldn't love me the way that I wanted to be loved. Um, but should I? Because I have to be honest. Sometimes I feel like people don't love us, especially with it mirroring the devil. Um, but sometimes maybe we're being saved. I know I've said to my daughter, like I know that you love someone, but but if they don't love you, maybe there's a reason, and I know the reason. But in the meantime, so it feels like an either or, because here is the Ace of Cups and here is the Ace of Pentacles. I feel like, what are you going to do with them? So I feel like the universe will supply, but then what you do with it will be of your own making. I feel like when you see aces, think of, again, seeds. And if we don't nurture those seeds, then they're not going to grow. And nurturing doesn't mean standing over them and watching and waiting and watching and waiting. Quite the opposite. Anything that makes us wait. Because think about it. Like, if you're meant to have great love, maybe you're also meant to have great experiences. Maybe you're also meant to be, maybe there's more purpose to you than just love. Okay, I don't know why I'm going on and on about that. Sorry. Um, oh, screen keeps jumping. Sorry, guys. Hi, everyone. Lydia, I think I missed you in the last reading. Is Jay planning to return or should you move on? So this is Lydia. I believe I'm saying that correct. Jay. Again, I'm going to ask the people, don't donate anymore unless it's just for a donation because I will have to end soon. What do I want to do? I don't know. I feel like I want to bring the treasuries back out. Lydia. Jay planning to return or should she just move on? Partnerships and alliances. The Nine of Pentacles. I don't know if anybody's a Virgo. Solitude, interesting that I just said Virgo. 2 nines back to back, 99. 3 there. Six of Cups and the 2 of Swords, exactly what you're asking. Is it going to come back or should you just move on? I'm going to take one right in the middle of all that. Positive movement forward. Well, here's what I think. I feel for some reason that Jay may be concentrating on Jay. And I feel like maybe you should concentrate on you. Now, I don't feel that this is forever, and I mean it as in, who knows, this may come back around because I feel like you're both old souls, but I feel like you both have your thing to do. And it's interesting because now I'm thinking like this partnerships and alliance. It's almost like I do my thing, you do your thing. And it's interesting because I feel like so there is time apart. Yes, there is time apart. And one may be of the world and one may be more within. But both I feel like meant to be that. And I feel like I can look at this in a positive light, the memories and all that it was. And again, without the thought of doesn't mean it won't come back around, but I don't feel like you're meant to like just wait. Like the 2 of Swords, it's the only thing I feel like is not meant to be there. Because I feel like it's more important to do your thing. And more important, maybe, and I know sometimes we don't want to hear this, but then when it comes together, if it comes back together, which I have a feeling it will, we come to the table different, wiser, knowledgeable, more experience. Maybe we are just different, right? But you're still the same souls. And that's kind of what I feel, and you know that. Because I feel like you're 2 old souls, and I kind of do feel like you'll reconnect. But I don't feel like you're meant to wait. And I know that's easier said than done, but I feel like the eight down here is talking about you and what it is that you can do and what you can bring to the world, and your career and all that seems just as important. So I think I'm going to leave that there. So I don't feel like any of this is impossible. I just think it's all more in timing, if that makes sense. Let me grab another drink real quick. Oh, a lot of talking. CB, Happy New Year. I'm going to try to be more direct in 2024 and might even be ready for a new romance. Any insight? I don't know why, but I just like the sound of that. So you're going to set more boundaries, but in a loving way. Like the Empress, right? But she's got her boundaries. You cross these boundaries and it just can't be. That is that. What more can I say? Go work on yourself and then come back. And if I'm here, I'm here. And if I'm not, I'm not. I don't know why I'm saying all that. You have the world. You have material and spiritual prosperity. So, I like that. Following the world's energy, material, and spiritual prosperity. Does that feel like the right timing to something? Yes. Like if I was putting a recipe together, these two ingredients would be like, the flour and the sugar. Obstacles and challenges. So is life. Okay. Financial and material changes. Victory and success. Interesting. You have 2 5s and you have 2 6s. 2 5s are next to each other. Could talk about, I forget what your question was. It could talk about 2 new changes that are coming your way. I feel like this is saying whatever challenges come your way in 2024, you should be able to overcome them very quickly. Why? Probably because you know them. You've been there, you've done that, right? Been there, done that. Not going to do that again. Boom. I can jump right over that challenge. Obstacles, you'll just knock them over. I feel like you're taking a real chance on you. And I feel like it's a really good thing. Like, be proud of that because I feel like really proud of you. So, that's probably where you've been. All right, we have the Emperor. Kind of mean business ownership. We have material, spiritual prosperity right below it. Suffering and silence over or under this 5 obstacles and challenges. And then heartache and loss. And then emotional loss, which is the 5 of Cups. I have a feeling that might be what holds you in place. Like the fear of missing someone. Like almost like, why be? Because it's amazing how financially it looks so strong. And I was feeling so strong. And then I feel like someone may enter the picture and all of a sudden I don't feel so strong. I definitely feel this is a year to speak up because this Nine of Swords next to this Three of Swords, I feel like together, this is what maybe you're talking about. This is where that line in the sand needs to be drawn. I feel like if I want someone in my life, I want them to be upstanding, if that makes sense. I want to be able to, I want someone who stimulates my mind, not just my body, but my mind. Maybe I want someone who is on the same spiritual level. I feel like ask and ye shall receive. And I feel like this over here feels like what was. So I feel like this is life though. So these obstacles are always going to be there. But your ability to overcome them becomes so great that really they become little pebbles. Don't get lost within your own thoughts. Though I think you're beyond that. But I feel like you may have a habit of that. Now, I feel like this emotional loss, I want you to think of something within this energy because that's what it wants you to do. It wants you to think about it. And in the emotional loss, in the Five of Cups, it talks about where my focus is at. And my focus is on what and who I have lost. And that just kind of keeps me down, sad, wondering, all that, which would make sense with the Nine of Swords and the Three of Swords. But when this person decides, which you have, to make a change within their life, within their perspective, which you have, what they find are two cups, which to me is their true soulmate. Now, it doesn't mean the person before wasn't a soulmate, but maybe this soulmate is the soulmate of a lifetime. Because I don't feel like the Emperor, and I'm not talking about it has to be an Aries. I just feel like this is someone who will stimulate not just your body, but your mind. I feel like this is someone who spirituality may just be part of their life, whether, I'm out talking about it or it's just a part of who I am. Or if we have a conversation, like we can have stimulating conversations. I feel like that's what's coming. I feel like that's who's coming. But I feel like you got to believe. You got to believe. Okay, I'm going to let that be. Wow. Sometimes I forget what your questions even are, but I feel like when I do, I'm meant to forget them. So, what do you think about that, CV? J Rose. J Rose is. Okay, guys, I'm only going to do a couple more. And then, High Ascension Light. It's so funny. It's like every time I'm heading out the door, you're heading in. So, J Rose is, hi, Sandy. I am being attacked energetically. My energy is being used. I'm being blocked. It's very insidious. I want to know if it is Nazar, or Thomas, or both, and how can I stop it? I would tell you Reiki. I would ask if there's any Reiki masters in the room. And I don't know why. That's the first thing that came to my mind was like having Reiki. Because I feel like through Reiki, and I really know nothing about it, though I'm all for it at the same time. Like I told my daughter she should study it. I actually have a book on it, which I'd never read. Dang ads. Um, but I would ask anybody if Sorry, guys, your comments just went haywire on me. We should start doing that. We have like, like a soulful Sunday where, those who do Reiki, who can do it online, and I'll do readings, and, maybe those who do aura readings, or colors, just less. I don't know if we can do that. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Maybe once a month. Maybe that's too much. All right. J Roses. We have the wheel. We have accelerated motion. 8. We have the Empress. We have foundation and achievements. And then we have conflict and defeat. Almost like it's part of your will. Maybe it's part of your lineage. Your lineage. Why can't I say the word? We have the Lovers. We have new beginnings. And then we have the 4 of Swords. So I do feel like this can be healed. I do feel like there's a sense, there's definitely a sense of claiming your own power. I feel like that's first and foremost. I feel like I do feel like there's something with the Reiki master, your chakras. Because I feel like a lot of this can be done through like natural type ways. I feel like something is definitely giving you problems in love. And I guess I can't really say the name, but I would say whoever maybe doesn't want to let you go, doesn't want to allow you to have new beginnings in life, and maybe causes things to get in your way. That's what I think. I don't know who that is. Maybe it's both. Now, at the same time, I feel there's you. And I feel like, maybe if you have this Reiki and you clear your chakras and you give yourself this new beginning no matter what, right? You claim your power because you feel like it is your power. And I feel like if you ultimately can find yourself in the Fool's energy, I feel like the healing is done. There's so much power within that can generate outwardly without even having to say a word. And I don't know if you know what I mean, but I can feel the power of it just through my own energy, like the energy force that I'm sending out right now. And good luck to anybody who crosses it. So I feel like whoever just doesn't want to see you do well, especially as it relates to love. But that doesn't mean it's the way it has to stay. I want you to know that. Again, that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like this can be broken. Now, I do feel like you need to do a little work, and I do feel like you need to ultimately come into the Fool's energy, which is free and clear, right? No hooks in you. I don't feel like it's like I need an exorcism type energy. I feel it's more energetic. So I do feel like, things like Reiki and that will help greatly. Okay, I'm gonna let that be. I could feel I could feel the energy in that reading. Okay. Lenore. Oh, won't let me tap yours. Lenore. You'd like to know about your health, Virgo rising. Okay, I think I'm just kind of like, okay, I see you guys are having a conversation. All right. Lenora. You'd like to know about your health. You're an Aries, Virgo rising. Virgo rising. Don't let the sun go down the moon. Don't let the sun. Positive movement forward. Now, I'll tell you, Lenore, you normally don't do health related questions. Um, but I'm going to give you what I got. We have awareness, deception, and envy. I don't want you to freak out on that, by the way, that adds up to an 8. I feel like it's really telling you to simply know who you're dealing with. Not that I feel like this deception, envy, I'm not going to say it's not out there because I feel like it is out there, but I don't really feel like it's saying there's someone in your life who's like that. Spiritual union, interesting. Temptation, Capricorn, Devil, Tower, Love Begins, interesting. And then partnerships and alliances. Hmm. Um, I feel like I can't go into great detail with the medical reading, but I feel like what this is saying is just keeping your awareness, what's the word I want to use? Just staying aware, right? Staying aware. And then I also feel like, this is about like if there's anyone you need in your life, I feel like like the right people come into your life. Now, I do feel like, again, there is, of course, there's dark out there. But I feel like, again, it's your awareness, it's you who's going to be able to see that. But again, I feel like the perfect person, maybe, maybe it's more, hope, hope. Why is that card so? Oh, okay. I got them on top of each other. Hope. I don't know if you're looking for love, and I don't know if that's talking about for you, love begins, but that's what it says. No, it doesn't say love begins, but it's right above it is the two cups spiritual union. But really, what I feel like this is for you, maybe it is that, but I also feel what it's, if it's not that, what it's saying is just that, like soulmate people will just be there, and the only way you know that is by being aware. So just staying aware. I like that the star came out last, right? Especially with the tower there. Hope, right? Hope. So I feel like the tower already happened. Um, and I just feel like I don't want it to happen again, or, so maybe you dealt with someone already who wasn't that trustworthy. But again, I feel like there's people on your path who, you know, for whatever the reason, whatever the reason they are, they're on your path, and they're part of your dream system. So, you know, partnerships and alliances down here. I'm just going to say it looks very good for whatever it wants to be. Positive movement forward is what opens up your reading, and what closes it is hope and part of your dream. And then the Ace of Cups is mirrored by. So funny, we got all the light on one side, all the dark on the other side. Tis the readings today. All right, guys. I think I'm gonna leave it there. Um, who knows? I may go on tomorrow for like a couple hours before the game, because Sam records it. I just remembered that. So I may have some time. I love going on live. I wish I could do it more often. And I wish I could get everyone. Oh my God, there's so many comments. Like, I feel like I probably missed most of you, and I'm so sorry. Just remember, I'm human and I'm learning, right? I'd say them, I'd get quicker, but I'm not a fast reader. But I don't think that's what you're here for. Like, I feel like you can get that anywhere. We want to go a little deeper, and that takes a little time. So, as long as you know that and you're patient, then all is good. But I'm going to let that be, guys. I have to tell you, to be honest, I'm exhausted. I really am. So I feel like any readings past this point wouldn't serve you as well as, when I'm fresh. So, again, maybe I'll see you tomorrow, but don't hold me to it. But I'm going to try. And Happy New Year, guys. I love you. I thank you. Chat replay is on. I also want to say, don't forget that a lot of times you hear someone else's message and like, oh my God, that sounds like it's for me. It probably is for you too. That's why I read on YouTube. It's more than one person. And I'm sure it's the same here, if not even more so, right? Your guides know you're here. So know that, and trust that. You know what I mean? Like, and then trust what you receive, like don't turn it around, try to ask it in a different way. It won't. I feel like you don't want to force what, you know, like we gotta let what wants to be, I guess. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Anyways, I love you guys. I'm gonna let it go. You can tell I'm just rambling on that I'm tired. I thank you guys. All my gratitude. I'm, like I keep saying, make sure your notifications are on. And I'm just going to try to go live as much as I can. And if I don't catch you in this one, I'll catch you in the next. I love you. Bye bye, guys.